مرحبا أهلا وسهلا بكم. Welcome again to our Gateway to Arabic series with me, Dr. Imran Hamza Alawiye. Today's lesson, let's continue studying our book 5, and we are on page 60. And we're going to learn more rules regarding governing how to use the cardinal numbers. And the number that we're going to deal with today is 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, and 900. Together with 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, 8,000, and 9,000. We have already learned that the word for 100 in Arabic is mi'atun. And a word for 8,000 in Arabic is alfun. Okay. Now, and I hope you remember that we established as well that the mi'atun is feminine word and alf is a masculine word. As a result, when we add number 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 to them, those numbers, they have to be opposite in gender. So if we say 300, we will use a masculine version of number 3. We say ثلاثمائة. But when we say 3,000, because 1,000 is masculine word, we use feminine version of number 3. We say ثلاثة آلاف. Okay. Second thing we need to note is this. Remember the mea and alif, they are not gender sensitive, which is a good thing, in my opinion. No. So they are neutral. So they remain the same whether you are counting men or women, it's the same. So mea will be mea, alif will be alif, which is fantastic news. No gender sensitive here. Okay. All right then. That's brilliant. So we say ثلاثمائة and ثلاثة آلاف. Also, the third note is mea remains singular as it is, but the alif would be plural. Hence we said ثلاثة آلاف. Alaf is a plural of alif. Well established. Okay, now let's now put in a simple sentence. If you want to say, let's say 300 men attended a lesson. So we say حضر, that's a verb to attend. حضر 300 رجل الدرس اليوم. حضر 300 رجل الدرس اليوم. 300 men attended the lesson today. And 300 women attended the lesson would be حضرت, because feminine, حضرت 300 امرأة الدرس اليوم. حضرت 300 امرأة الدرس اليوم. The second noun, which is مئة, here, as you can see, it is genitive. It remains genitive because this is called idafa. It's a idafa construct. That's a possessive construct, where the second noun is always in the genitive. We have touched on this before. What about, how do we say, I taught 300 men lesson today. So درست 300 رجل درس اليوم. درست 3. You see that I put fatha on tha because this is object here. It's mansub. It is in the accusative position. درست 300 رجل درس اليوم. And I taught 300 women darsa, our lesson will be درست 300 امرأة درس اليوم. Okay, the number is the same. Alright, but let's put kesra on it, which means we need something like a preposition before that number, such as ذهبت مع 300 رجل إلى المكتبة اليوم. ذهبت مع 300 رجل إلى المكتبة اليوم. I went with 300 men to the library today. The same thing we say when we say 300 women. We say ذهبت مع 300 امرأة إلى المكتبة اليوم. I went with 300 women to the library today. Okay, so that is the nominative marfu, accusative mansub, and the genitive majrur for 300. Let's do the same thing for 3,000. So 3,000 men attended the lesson today would be حضر 3,000 رجل الدرس اليوم. حضر 3,000 رجل الدرس اليوم. 3,000 men attended the lesson today. Women, we say حضرت 3,000 امرأة الدرس اليوم. حضرت 3,000 امرأة الدرس اليوم. Okay, and that is nominative marfu. The accusative mansub would be درست, I taught. درست 3,000 رجل درس اليوم. درست 3,000 رجل درس اليوم. I taught 3,000 men lesson today. Equivalent to women would be درست 3,000 امرأة درس اليوم. I taught 3,000 women lesson today. Okay, let's move now to the genitive majrur. When we have a preposition before it, for the number, we say ذهبت مع 3. ذهبت مع 3,000 رجل إلى المكتبة اليوم. ذهبت مع 3,000 رجل إلى المكتبة اليوم. For women, we say ذهبت مع 3,000 امرأة إلى المكتبة اليوم. ذهبت مع 3,000 امرأة إلى المكتبة اليوم. So that is the example, and that's the template. That template can be used, applied globally for 400, 4,000, 500, 5,000, 600, 6,000, 700, 7,000, 800, 8,000, 900, and 9,000. Applied to be the same principle. Let's spot check, for instance, to make sure that we understand what we are talking about. Let's use 500. For 500, if you want to say 500 men attended the lesson, you will say حضر 500 رجل. خمسو, that's masculine version of number 5 because مئة is feminine. So حضر 500 رجل درس اليوم. And if you want to say 500 women attended, we say حضرت 500 امرأة درس اليوم. Okay, another example. Let's go for 800. 800, for instance, you will say I taught 800 women Arabic language today, for instance. Say درست 800 امرأة اللغة العربية اليوم. درست 800 امرأة الدرس اليوم. And for the same thing for men, you say درست 800 رجل اللغة العربية اليوم. Now, finally, let's go for 900. So I went with 900 men to the library today. ذهبت مع 900 رجل إلى المكتبة اليوم. ذهبت مع 900 رجل إلى المكتبة اليوم. And I went with 900 women to the library today would be ذهبت مع 900 امرأة إلى المكتبة اليوم. If you want to use 1,000, we can say 9,000. I went with 9,000 women to the library today. We say ذهبت مع 9,000 امرأة إلى المكتبة اليوم. ذهبت مع 9,000 امرأة إلى المكتبة اليوم. So that is the principle. Just remember those things. When you add 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 to 100, that those numbers 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 will be in masculine version because mi'a is feminine. If you add those numbers 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 to the 1,000, which is alif, that's what you use those numbers in feminine because alif is masculine, so it can be opposite. And that is 0 to 80 really. And both mi'a and alif will remain in genitive construct or case ending. I hope all this is so clear to you. I'm sure. This is for those who have head for grammar. We know that. So there are some species that they love grammar, and I'm one of them. So, oh yes, we like grammar. But those of you who really couldn't be careless, just go and see my other videos such as the sentences, vocabulary, learning vocabulary, let's speak Arabic, dialogue with Dr. Emran. All those things will entertain you. But this one is for those of us that like grammar. Okay, so we are approaching the end of book 5 soon. Next time, inshallah, we are going to look at how do we use these numbers 100 when we say when we add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 kind of things. Okay, we'll see you next time, inshallah. Before I go, again, please, if you haven't done so, and hundreds of thousands of you haven't done so, please extend your help to my charity and make your donation. The link is below where you can get all the details how to donate, and it is for my charity Helping Hands for Education. We're trying to build an educational resource center for the children of my hometown in Nigeria. Thank you so much for some of you who have reached out and make their contribution. I appreciate that so much. Thank you, and see you next time, inshallah. In the meantime, مع السلامة إلى اللقاء في أمان الله.